Having a dog for a pal makes so much sense. It's a lot of fun, but the benefits are enormous. Blood pressure, longevity of life, fitness, the list just goes on. For mine, apart from the enormous amount of fun and mischief that you can get up to together, they're the ultimate mate, the ultimate friend with huge health benefits. Look at this pair.
Okay, now we're going to try and get some of those mucky ears all in your food this morning, weren't they?
Meet the delightful Leslie Mitchell and her beloved trio of King Charles Cavaliers, talented gals with gorgeous ears.
I find that they're a wonderful talking point. I can usually get a smile out of most kids by sort of pulling them up and saying, look at these dogs, have you ever seen ears like that?
Leslie volunteers as a pet therapy partner for an organisation called the Delta Society, visiting hospitals and health and community facilities with her dogs.
This one here is the star of the show. She's Betty Davis, and she's the oldest of the girls, and she really is a star, and she certainly has got Betty Davis eyes, as you can see. This is Lily, or Lily Marlene, and this little angel here is our little pup with training wheels on. She's not a qualified Delta dog yet, but she is Audrey Hepburn. When I heard of the Delta Society and the Pet Partner Program, I thought that would be ideal actually, because it meant that I could do some volunteering, which I wanted to do, and combine it with my love of dogs.
Delta dogs have to go through a solid training regime. They must be well groomed, obedient, and a penchant for bling and fashion doesn't go astray.
Now that does something for you.
There are more than 600 Delta dogs in Australia, and they come in all shapes and sizes. Their devoted human partners have at least one thing in common: the generosity of spirit to care enough to make these visits. You ready?
I think we might be.
Hey, take us away, let's go.
Yeah, come on girls, off we go, come on girls.
They all know that a dog day can make a tremendous difference to the patients.
One particular boy that I had to deal with who'd had a severe head trauma. He'd been lying there virtually motionless for quite some time. We put the dog on the bed. I wasn't even particularly watching for anything. I was talking to his mother, and then we saw him lift his hand and start to stroke the dog. And that was the first movement he had made, because he wanted to.
The dogs seem sensitive to how the kids are feeling, whether to just sit and keep them company or put on a bit of a show.
Bang! Good girl. One little boy was a regular, and he used to say to me, "You're going to kill the dog today? Go on, kill her, do it again, go on, kill her." You know, and the poor dog was going, "Do I have to do this again?" All right.
See the smiles on their faces.
It's priceless.
It is, yeah.
She was sad and lethargic, and now
She's up and smiling. You're smiling?
Aren't you? Christopher's very happy. Look at him.
You might not want to leave.
No, he'll stay here for a while once he gets comfortable with you.
These cute canines work their magic on the wards, leaving smiles and happier kids behind.
She loves dogs, so yeah, it's perked her up and made her feel really good.
And it's not only the parents who are pleased when it's dog day at the hospital, the medical staff are grateful too for the dose of pet therapy.
It's such an amazing difference. You can see them and they're really upset after procedures, or they just get really bored in here, and once the dogs come in they just brighten up so much, and to see their little faces light up, it's incredible.
A lot of people these days look to volunteering as a way to, I think, bring something more to their lives, particularly when the kids grow up and you find that, you know, you have a little bit more time on your hands. And I think that our society just would not function the way it does if people did not give their time to help others and to bring a bit more meaning to their own lives as well, let's face it. I mean, I don't think being a volunteer is all being totally altruistic. I think you do it because you want to give yourself something as well.
You know, there's a very famous saying, dogs are not our whole lives, but they make our lives whole. Well, I reckon I've found a shining example here. I reckon every day ought to be a dog's day. What do you reckon, Betty?